everyone, welcome to Module 2, Lesson 3. Today, we're going to work on skip counting time on a number line to tell time to the nearest minute. Let's get started by telling time on a clock. You'll need a whiteboard or something to write with. I'll show you a time on the clock. I want you to write the time on your board. Now, you should pause this video to allow yourself to have enough writing time. What time do you see on the clock? What time is it? It is 4 o'clock. Now let's write the time on the board again. What time is it? What time is it? It's 11:35. The hour hand is in between the 11 and the 12. It's not yet on the 12, so I know it's still 11. The 35 minutes are the minute hand is on the 7, which I know that because 5 sevens is 35, means that 35 minutes have passed. Write the time on your board. Now, show me. What time is it? It is 10:55. And the hour hand, it looks like it's on the 11, but it's not quite on the 11. The minute hand is on the 11. 5 11s equal 55. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour. On our boards, let's draw a number bond and complete the missing part. We have a total of 60 minutes and 50 minutes have passed as one part. How many minutes remain in the hour? Think about it and write it down. Remember to pause the video to give yourself time to write. 10 minutes. 50 minutes plus 10 minutes equals 60 minutes. On your boards, draw my number bond and complete the missing part. We have 60 minutes total, 45 minutes known, and we're missing the next part. How many minutes are left in the hour? 15 minutes. 45 minutes plus 15 minutes equals 60 minutes. Let's count by 6 minutes to a half hour. You can use the words on the screen to count. 6 minutes, 12 minutes, 18 minutes, 24 minutes, a half hour. Let's continue counting by 6 minutes to an hour. 36 minutes, 42 minutes, 48 minutes, 54 minutes, 1 hour, or 60 minutes. Let's count by 3 minutes to a quarter past the hour. 3 minutes, 6 minutes, 9 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes, or a quarter past. Let's continue counting by 3 minutes to a half hour. 18 minutes, 21 minutes, 24 minutes, 27 minutes, 30 minutes, or a half hour. Let's switch to group counting. Let's count by 8s to 48. Ready? Wiggle it out. Bring it close. Count by 8s to 48 and go. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. Bring it down. 48, 40, 32, 24, 16, 8, and 0. Let's count by 7s to 42. Ready? Wiggle it out. Bring it close. Count by 7s to 42 and go. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. Bring it down. 42, 35, 28, 21, 14, 7, 0. Last one. Let's count by 9s to 54 and go. Wiggle it out. Bring it close. Count by 9s to 54 and go. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54. Bring it down. 54, 45, 36, 27, 18, 9, and 0. Let's wrap that up. Great job. Let's switch over to our application problem. Let's do this together. There are 12 tables at the cafeteria. 5 students sit at each of the first 11 tables. 3 students sit at the last table. How many students are sitting at the 12 tables in the cafeteria? Let's think. what do we know, and what is the question? So far, we know that there are 11 groups of 5. I know that there is one group of 3, but we don't know is the total. Let's draw a tape diagram to help us with this. We'll have 11 tables of 5 and one group of 3. I can skip count the 5s easily. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Now, all I have left to do is add that 3. 11 groups of 5 and one group of 3. That's like thinking 11 times 5, which is 55, and then 55 plus 3, which is 58. Now that we know there are 58 students sitting at the 12 tables in the cafeteria. We went through that a little quickly. If you need to pause the video to draw your tape diagram, you may. Next, we're going to talk about some virtual tools we will be using. You will be able to look at the template on my presentation. You should have something to write with, whether whiteboards or paper, as well as a centimeter ruler. Use your ruler to draw a 12 centimeter number line. If you are missing your ruler that was provided with the material bag, you can find a book or another straight edge. Now, use the centimeters on your rulers to draw tick marks for the number line. Check out my animation as it shows exactly where to draw your ticks. Notice that they match right up with the ruler. Extend each end of your number line and make arrows. We do this to show that time is continuous. Then, skip count to label each 5-minute interval, starting with 0 and ending with 60. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Put your finger on 0. Let's count by ones from 0 to 5. 1, 2, 3, and 4. What numbers did you count? We can draw tick marks between 0 and 5, but let's instead just imagine that you're there. Put your finger on your 5. Count by ones from 5 to 10. What numbers do we count between 5 and 10? 6, 7, 8, and 9. Can we imagine that those tick marks are there too, even if we don't draw them? Yes, we can. Now, let's use the strategy to find 58 on the number line. Put your finger on 0 and count by 5s to 55. Let's draw the tick marks from 55 to 60. Count with me as I draw the missing tick marks from 55 to 60. Start at 55, which is already there. 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. How many ticks did I draw? 4 ticks. Go ahead and draw yours. Remember, pause the video if you need extra time. This one is a big writing step. Count by ones to find 58 using the tick marks we made in the intervals between 55 and 60. Count by ones. Say the numbers out loud. 56, 57, 58. Now we can plot a point there. How many 5s did we count? 11 5s. How many ones did we count? 3 ones. So 11 5s plus 3. How can we write that as a multiplication sentence? 11 times 5 plus 3. Notice that we use parentheses to group 11 times 5 together. Now, how can we model, how has our number line related to our application problem? Remember, our answer was 58 there too. Well, let's move on to another problem. I arrived at school this morning at 7:37 a.m. Let's find that time on the number line. We can label 7 a.m. above the 0 mark and 8 a.m. above the 60 mark. Notice the animation that added those labels. Which unit should we count by to get to 7:37? We should count by 5s to 7:35. Then by the ones to 7:36. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And then add the ticks and start counting by ones. There were 7 5s and 2 1s. So a multiplication sentence that we could write that would show that would be 7 times 5 plus 2 equals 37. Again, we grouped the multiplication equation together using parentheses. Plot the point on our number line. Let's move our fingers over 7 5s and 2 1s on the number line. Let's do another one. I left school this morning at 7:18. Let's find out that time on our number line. Which units should we count by to get to 7:18? We will count by 5s to 7:15 and then by 1s to 7:18. How many 5s would that take? 3 5s. How many 1s? 3 1s. So a multiplication sentence we could write will be 3 times 5 plus 3 equals 18. Now let's plot that point on our number line. We will move our fingers over 3 5s and 3 1s. Let's do one more. I left for school this morning at 7:49 a.m. Let's find that time on our number line. So which units should we count by to get to 7:49? We'll count by 5s to 7:45 and then by 1s to 7:49. How many 5s would that take? It would take 9 5s. How many 1s would it take? It will take 4 1s. Let's give me a multiplication sentence that shows how we counted by 5s and 1s. 9 times 5 plus 4 equals 49. Let's move our fingers over 9 5s and 4 1s on the number line. Look at my plot moving. Great job! We have counted by 5s and 1s on a number line to tell time to the nearest minute. Now let's look at this clock. How is the clock similar to our number line? Well, there are both 4 tick marks between the numbers on both, and they both have intervals of 5 with 4 marks in between. What do the small tick marks represent on a clock? 1s. They represent 1 minute. So we can use a clock like this, just like we did on the number line, to tell time, because a clock is a circular number line. Imagine twisting our number line into a circle. In your mind, at what number do the ends of your number line connect? They would connect at the 12. The 12 on the clock represents the end of the hour and the beginning of a new one. The clock shows what time I woke up at this morning. Let's draw the minute hand on our clock to look like mine. Let's find the minutes by counting by 5s and 1s. Put your finger on the 12, the 0, and count by 5s with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. How many minutes? 45 minutes. Now let's count by 1s until we get to the minute hand. Move your finger and count with me. 46, 47, 48. How many minutes? 48 minutes. Now let's draw the hour hand. How many hours? 5 hours. What is the time? It is 5:48. Let's write the time on our personal boards. Go. This clock shows what time I eat lunch. Draw the minute hand on your clock to look like mine. Let's find the minutes by counting by 5s and 1s. Put your finger on the 12, the 0, and count by 5s with me. 5, 10, 15. 15 minutes. Now we have to count by 1s. Let's count by 1s until we get to the minute hand. Move your finger and count with me. 16, 17, 18. How many minutes are there? There are 18 minutes. Let's draw the hour hand. How many hours? 12 hours. What is the time? It is 12:18. Write that time on your personal boards. It is now time for your problem set. We'll switch over to Google Slides where you can practice this on your own. Afterwards, log on to Edulastic to submit your exit ticket. Your exit ticket is very important for your grades and attendance, so make sure it gets done. That was that. Time to end. See you tomorrow.